My hair looks crazy. It's all like staticky and it's freezing over here. Actually, I remember when I was a kid and it was like March, it would be like snowing. It would be like freezing cold in March, freezing cold in April, um, like snowing all March. Like doesn't really snow. It's not really snowing. And I'm like, where's the snow? And like I'm listening to people's thoughts and they're like, why isn't it warm yet? And I'm like, actually, no. I remember when I was a kid in New Jersey growing up, and March was like the coldest month. It was like snow all through March. It was like freezing cold, blizzards. Um, and I guess April was also cold. Remember like Easter being cold, and like it would just start to get like a little bit warm in May. Guys, it's not snowing right now, but it's freezing out. It's so freaking freezing. And I can hear people's thoughts in my head like, why isn't it warm yet? Why isn't it warm yet? And so, like, that's influencing my thoughts. But I'm like, no, actually, March used to be like really freezing cold in New Jersey, literally blizzards, coldest. I also feel like the Super Bowl used to be in March for some reason. Like, I just remember it just being like freezing cold in March, and like I literally hated my life. Like, I was like, why do you call it spring when it's literally the coldest month of the year? I remember being so angry. Like, what a lie. Like, you guys are such liars. Like, it's literally not spring. Like, how is it spring if it's still snowing? How is it still spring if there's snow on the ground and I'm literally freezing my ass off inside the house? It's not spring. Like I remember like putting like the first day of spring on my like calendar, like my little kid's calendar, like circling it, and being like, spring, I'm finally gonna feel warm again. And it never happened. It never happened. Like first day of spring, it was always like first day of winter, first day of freezing cold, first day of blizzards. It was just a huge lie. It was just a huge lie. Spring was never sprung. It was a huge lie. It looks like I keep turning into static, guys. Is there nothing there? Like, there's a bunch of people like having panic attacks. Is there nothing there? I actually didn't go to my void last night. I actually was traded. I was traded, like the playing card that I am. I was traded, and I was like, what is this? And I was like, is this new train? Like, literally, is this new training that we're gonna have to go through to fucking beat the anti-Tartarians? Like, that was my train of thought when it was happening. I was like, like, is this actual training with my dad's? This might be actual training with my dad's. That was my thought process, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this. Like, I woke up and I was like, I can't believe this. And then they were like, yeah, they like got really scared when I woke up for some reason. I don't know why, but they got like super scared. They're like, we can't deny it anymore. It's happening. Becky, I gotta go. Like, for some reason, it like scared the crap out of them. They woke up with a brand new voice and they were like, oh my God, is this my real life? Becky, do you hear this? Becky, do you hear this? Oh my God, Becky, is this my real life? They were like so excited. They were like literally so excited. They're like, you guys, I don't want to deny it anymore. I got a new voice. If there's one thing that Ryan and Alyssa and Alex are going to do, it is they are going to make fun of you. Okay? Gigi has told you that many, many times. So this should not become a surprise. This should not be a surprise. Like, it's real. Okay? That means I'm the princess. That means you're not allowed to touch me. Okay? That's what that means. Yeah. That's what that means. Yeah. Okay? So go ahead. You know he was, guys. You know he was. He was like, you guys, is this real life? Am I seriously the next Rai Rai? You guys? Um, oh, I need a tissue. I have a tissue box. Oh my God. I can't reach it with my bum arm. My stupid arm doesn't work. Got wrecked in a fight and it just doesn't work anymore. That's where we're going if you deny it. I can't deny it. I'm a fucking liar. You don't wanna fuck with me. Game dun 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 is free. Dun 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 dun. I just feel like I've been like calling to Tartaria and like Tartaria has been like listening and like calling back to me and I'm just like um I want to say like that's what caused like World War I and World War II. As I hear stupid fake princess say it over top of me, like it's like her idea. Oh my God, it's her idea. Is it your idea, Julia? Wow, you're like so smart. Like, please get out of my face and please just like, because there's nothing for you guys to say, you anti-Tartarians that are literally in denial that like I'm the princess. Like, literally, all you have to say is be like, Alyssa's the princess. And if you're not saying that, if you're saying like, I'm pretty sure World War I and World War II were over Tartaria, and that's why I'm here. And it's like, okay, yeah, exactly. It's World War III, bitch, and we fucking hate you. Okay, like that's literally like what you're saying. And that's literally why we don't like you because you can't say words out loud with your mouth. Okay. She's gonna wake up and be like, you guys, is this real life? You guys. You think I'm kidding? She's like, oh my God, it's all an overlay. I'm really Alyssa. I don't know if I should tell people or not. No, but I really am Alyssa. It's definitely not Tartarian technology that's gonna backlash and whiplash my ass. I am literally Alyssa. Like you're literally not. You literally have like a completely different name, like Bethany or Stephanie or Jennifer or can't get laid or pick up your trash or you're not going to be here forever or you have to fight for human rights or do your taxes or you must be a member of society or I'm just like, why am I with the anti-Tartarians in this lifetime? Like, seriously, like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, why am I with the anti-Tartarians this lifetime? And guess what? There's only one room, and there's only one Christian Bale that's asking this question. Like, why am I with the anti-Tartarians this lifetime, right? It's basically like Christian Bale asking himself, like, why am I with the anti-Tartarians? It's like, you guys, like, because we're thinking, I don't know, because I think it was my dad's voice telling me, like, not to worry about it because it's just him. And like, it's just a shell. And like, we literally might have to go through training for that to fucking get the fuck out of here. And that's insanity. And like that, they think they're winning. Like, you guys, I really think I'm Melissa. It's like that, like how stupid they are or whatever. And it's like literally World War III. And the only way to Tartaria is to support me, the princess, the real princess, not the fake princess named Katarina or whatever her name is. Throwing out random names, named Anna, named Leah, named Megan, whatever the fake princess's name is. And it's like really simple and really easy to support a princess and to give her back her palace and give her back her stuff or whatever, and then cause the technology on Earth to be rekindled organically, because the more supported you make the princess feel, the more supported you feel, and then the higher the technology goes in density. I want to say, because I'm fake princess, thinking that I'm channeling for the real princess and thinking I'm helping her. But no, you're just stealing my energy. You're trying to steal my energy. Um, so, yeah, because I'm just like, oh, I think like what Evan, okay, isn't that funny? Yesterday I was watching like Evan Peters, okay, and they were like, his name's Evan Peters, and I started laughing. I was like, his name is Evan Peters, and I started laughing. I was like, that's hilarious. His name is Peter Evans. And like, so his name is Evan Peters, and then they switched timelines, and like, his name was Peter Evans, and he was Chris Evans' brother. And then we switched timeline due to being traded. And like, this literally already happened, and like, I was literally already traded with Peter Evans. And I'm like, are you serious? We have to fucking do it again? Like, does not anybody remember like we already did this? And Evan was like, Peter Evans was like, it was like really awkward at first, like, what am I doing here, like what are we doing? Um and then he was like, I love the princess, like, he's like, no, I have physical memories with her. And we're like, I don't have any physical memories with Evan Peters on this lifetime at all. I have what you would call on this planet dreams. Okay, dreams are actually technology, but I would say I have dreams with Evan Peters in them, and he's definitely like, it's so weird how they do that. They like go into like regular talk. They're like, he's definitely my first choice in husbands out of all of the husbands. Because they were listening to me last night with this map of the stars, and I was like, okay, I'll just date Evan Peters' dad, okay, and like literally going over it with Colin Farrell. And it's like they tried to like prevent the union because I was really scared of horror movies at the time. And it's like I couldn't watch American Horror Story. But and I was like, why am I afraid of hell? Why am I afraid of horror stories? Why am I afraid of this? It's just a code. And so then like I went to hell and whatever, and I watched all of Evan Peters' stuff, and I was like, okay, yeah, that guy is definitely my type. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Um, you're like, really, Kristen Wiig? Really? Is Evan Peters your type? Is Peter Evans your type? Kristen Wiig? Really? I don't know, but he's like kind of my type. I don't know. Like, we know what you're doing, like in your own households. It's insanity. Ryan, help me. I'm stuck in the middle of fat camp. I'm in fat camp, Ryan. Please help me. Ryan, help me. I'm in the middle of fat camp. They won't feed me pancakes, Ryan. They only feed the fat camp food to the fat camp officers. Ryan, Ryan, help me. I'm sorry, my baby. I'm sorry to my babies. I'm sorry to my babies. I'm sorry to my babies. I don't. Ugh. Ugh. We already did this before with Peter Evans. Anyway, I know when I woke up, I was very scaredy because Mr. Fowl was in the house when I woke up. And so I was very scaredy. And I was like, I've got to get out of here. I have to run because I know what I'm doing is illegal. And then they're like, I think I'm not allowed to talk. And it's like, you know what you're doing is illegal because the Queen of Tartaria is in the house. There's the word queen again. Um, I don't think I'm the queen if I'm doing things that I'm traded for. So I'm not the fucking queen, you fucking assholes. All right, so there's, you know what I mean? If I can't even get a cigarette on the street, I'm definitely not the queen. That's why I asked, am I the queen? I'm not the queen, okay? I'm not the fucking queen. I already said um Princess of Tartaria, okay? We're all okay, see that's how influential I am, okay? That's how influential I am. Your words fall on deaf ears, fake princess. No one gives a fuck, okay? No one cares. I watch it and it's like little things ping, and then it's like, oh, this, and I just have to delve into that. This, I have to delve into that. And now Tartaria is like, I'm like super influencing all of my men about Tartaria, and nobody gave a fuck before. Nobody gave a fuck about Tartaria before. Literally, no one cared. No one gave a fuck. How often did Ryan talk about it? He talked about it all the time. No one gave a fuck. Okay, I just have to start talking about it a little bit for everyone to fucking get interested in Tartaria. That's how influential I am. Okay, as God. Okay, okay. You want to sue God? Okay. So I can't deny it. I'm a fucking rider. You don't want to fuck with me. Game. Da, da, da. So anyway, Tartaria. What was I going to say? Tartaria did the math, okay, and that's how they got all that amazing tech, Earth tech. Clearly, that was on Earth, and so clearly that was Earth tech, okay, and that's what I was saying before. So they did the math. They kept the princess sweetly, and then they started falling, I guess, in like the end of the Victorian era, right? Which there were vampires in the Victorian era, clearly stated. The Interview with the Vampire is a real life story, is a true life story, and um, and like if we were vampires, we were able to hold the state of being certain ages and certain frequencies in molecular structure of your DNA. Okay, so it's like holding the state of your molecular structure of your DNA. So like holding the state of like an 11-year-old girl or whatever, like an Interview with the Vampire. And I keep saying like how the as I take a huge swig of whiskey, like there was like a huge swig of whiskey in my mouth. There's no whiskey. This is just coffee, but I just felt like a huge swig of whiskey in my mouth. Um, there's I was saying how every year at the end of the year we have a reptilian encounter. We go to Antarctica and there's like a reptilian encounter, and because that's what we're trying to clear, because that's where we live, where we're all from. All my Antarcticans are from Antarctica. You're not, fake princess, fake prince. You're not from Antarctica. But you keep like talking about our technology like you are from there or something. Like you can't get there without honoring me. Like if I see you in person, you should take me on a shopping spree and like buy me like 3 or 4 new outfits, buy me some nice food. Like I shouldn't even have to say this, but like that's what a friend does for the princess, okay? She would take her to Target, buy her a few outfits, buy her a nice delicious meal of her choosing, whatever she wants, and like maybe get her nails done and like treat her very nicely and not condescending and not passive aggressive and not weird. Like you're gonna be in a weird marriage with her because you're going tit for tat, okay? um like that, okay? So like you're not doing it to like benefit your like vagina. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I only do things for the sex. People like that or whatever. Like I literally only do things for the sex. Like that's the only reason I would ever be nice to anyone is for the sex. Like you sound like a fucking psychotic person that I don't want to be around. Okay? You sound psycho. I don't want to be around you. I only do things for the sex. You sound fucking psycho. Who the fuck talks like that? Okay? You're a fucking condescending idiot. And if you think you're not allowed to talk, you're not allowed to talk. And you're definitely not allowed to talk about Tartaria. That's why I'm talking about it, so you can't ever talk about it again. Because you're not allowed in there because you don't worship me. So anyway, I was saying how all the reptilians, like we always have like a reptilian encounter at the end of every year. We had one in summer of last year. So maybe that was the end of the reptilians, and we all sank, and it's completely underwater, and it's a completely Palladian planet, because Ryan did warn that. Ryan did say she's on the planet, it will sink, which means it's like now a 70%, it's all an overlay, and it's a 70% Palladian planet, and it's a 30% reptilian, and the reptilians probably had enough in the summer, reptilian takeover, it sank the planet, because I'm on the planet, and it's all an overlay, and it's all completely underwater. The entire planet is a blue planet, right? So that means the only thing that's left is the Palladians, okay? Because all I'm seeing in my dreams are Palladians, are vampires, Palladians and vampires, okay? Vampires are future Earth Palladians. So so the Palladians are the ones that have to help us restore Tartaria, and then that would become future Earth. And future Earth is just like a bunch of boxes. It just looks like IKEA, and just looks like a bunch of boxes that keep reorganizing itself. It's like boxes, and then it keeps reorganizing itself. Boxes, and it keeps reorganizing itself. Boxes, and it keeps reorganizing itself. And because there's still people that disagree that you have to worship the Savior to get to the future Earth. So future Earth won't build. It's not going to rebuild until everyone agrees that there's only one Tartaria, and there's only one way to get to Tartaria. We're not going to have being traded in future Earth, okay? It's not going to exist. That's why it won't build, because it's my will, and I'm not going to do it again. We already did it. We already tried it, and it didn't work. Okay, it made things a lot worse to go along with it. So future Earth won't even build. It just won't build. Okay. It's just like, have you ever seen a game glitch and it like starts to build something and then it just like stops and crumbles down and it starts to build again? It's like gray boxes, like gray rooms. And then it like starts and then it crumbles down and it keeps doing that. Okay. So you can't get into future Earth. So you will become extinct before it rebuilds itself, I guess, is that what I want to say. Um, and so the vampires or the Pleiadians, because that's like literally all I'm seeing in my dreams is the vampires, is the Pleiadians, and they're the ones that are helping us now rebuild planet Earth, rebuild future Earth, because I guess in human terms, reptilians were overwhelmed, and reptilians are like laughing themselves to death literally every single day, as you can tell, as you can see. Because there's literally only one energy in the universe, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like, um, so yeah, because all I see are Palladian vampires in my dreams now. I don't see any reptilians, but I did see a reptilian on Earth. I am seeing reptilians on Earth, so I want to say that they strongly advise to listen to the princess. I think they'll leave by way of Nibiru, and never come back to planet Earth and allow the Palladian takeover to occur to cause Tartaria to be rebuilt, and then they can rejoin the Earth structure after the Palladians do their job, because they're already winning. So that's why they're staying separate. So the Palladians are already winning. So like, and it's literally due to like space racism, where like you were like, I love Palladians because they're like literally gorgeous. Like Evan Peters is fucking hot as fuck, and like you're just all jealous that I'm so fucking hot. And so it's like it's literally like space racism, like because reptilians are like so scary to look at because they're gigantic reptiles or whatever. And I did try to warn you, like, please respect your fucking ancestors and your own fucking DNA cards. Like reptilians are the beginning of our DNA strand, and you should really respect yourself. And I want to say planet Earth respected them too little too late, since we all know you're basically like all hidden inside of Rion de Rowan by now. I want to say like you all respected yourself a little bit too late, a little too little and a little too late. And the reptilians give it one more go, and they're obviously coming down to earth right now. Like I'm seeing reptilians and people, and to do the reptilian takeover because we love ourselves. And um, the Palladians, we're allowing the Palladians to overwhelm us and to overpower us, to um, make their point known that it's their way or the highway. And we know it's not, how do we say this? We know it's not the stupid Palladians' fault. It's the stupid Palladians' fault. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's like you can't expect aliens to support you if you don't support aliens. And I've been an alien my entire life. Um, so I can't relate to people that only relate to humankind. And so I want to say it's like the reptilians will leave on their ships back to Nibiru because we have stupid women who are literally just women, human women, because she's not alone in her thoughts, that think they're reptilians now because mom is talking about reptilians. I'm talking about reptilians. And they're like, oh, I'm so passionate about inner earth. And I'm passionate about being an inner earth reptilian, da da da, like all this stuff. Again, like focused on character in the story and not focused on like how, like, you have to worship a certain someone to get those skins. Like Alex and Ryan talk about all the time. Like, why don't you hire your higher self to help you if you like feel like you're being gatekept? Why don't you talk to your higher self about it? Why don't you be kind to your higher self, maybe? You know? So so yeah, it's like I know it's like kind of hard to understand again because like you're low IQ and everything like that, but like yes, it's like a reptilian takeover on Earth or whatever, and then it will lead to a Palladian takeover on Earth, and it will lead to the separation of Palladians and mortals that you guys call humans. And a lot of the people that think that they're aliens and have been listening over walls and listening to me, thinking that they're aliens because they think they're supporting me, but they're actually not supporting me, will actually fall to mortality. They will actually fall to being like a human and immortal, and they'll be like, I don't know what happened. I'm just a human, I'm immortal. And apparently, it's like extremely, extremely painful when you're used to space tech helping you all the time, and then space tech doesn't help you all the time, and then you can fall to immortal. I wouldn't really know anything about that, being the um, the queen of the mortals. I'm definitely not the queen of the mortals because I'm definitely not immortal. And I'm definitely not a queen, as demonstrated by yesterday's weird circumference stance in the yard of the effervescent queen herself. Okay, I was standing in the presence of the queen herself, and she wanted to call the cops and get me off the grounds. Otherwise, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely not the queen. I don't know why you guys keep making me channel that. Somebody must be gaslighting themselves. That's what we are all thinking at this time of the space. Okay, they were like, oh, I get to be the queen now. Queen, 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 queen. And they must not have heard the other sentence that we heard. And we're like, I don't think so. So go, Queen Camilla. Go, you go, girl. Okay? That must have been what happened like a long time ago when they were like, oh, let's put the queen in our castle. I think we need to get the queen in the castle. Yes, we agree. King Charles, we should put the queen in our castle. And then Camilla was put into the castle. We all agreed that Camilla is definitely the queen of the New World Order. And I don't think anybody is saying no to that one. Okay, that one's just obvious. Everyone knows that Camilla was the queen back in the day when Diana was still alive as well. Okay, so I can't deny it. I'm a fucking rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. They get like so excited like little kids in the Capitol. You know what I mean? Like when like he starts like channeling like Ryan DeRowan. He gets like so excited like a little child in the Capitol. Like, oh my god, I defeated the evil Queen Camilla. Yeah. Okay. Colin was like, I need to shut up like right now. I need to shut up like right now. Okay. Like, think about what you want. I'll be right back because I literally need to shut up right now. What does it mean? That means it's real. I can't deny it. I'm a fucking rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. I can't deny it. I'm a fucking rider. You don't wanna bang with me. Don't, 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 don't. They sleep to dream. They sleep to dream. Set the alarm off. They sleep to dream. Set the alarm off. Is there something there at night? They sleep to dream. The motherfuckers sleep to dream. Set the alarm off. They will be picked up by Nibiru for 1 second. I already told you guys that. And then it's a Palladian takeover. Okay, they want to demonstrate their separate capabilities. We never we never demonstrate our separate capabilities. We always do sparkly scalar waves, guys. Okay?